Hello. I would like to read this book called Brave Ballerina, which is the story of Janet Collins by Michelle Meadows and illustrated by Ebony Glenn. It's a true story, by the way. It says, "This is the girl who danced the breeze to the swoosh, swoosh, swoosh of towering trees." And Janet Collins was a graceful, talented girl. She wanted to be a ballerina in the 1930s and 40s, a time when racial segregation was widespread in the United States. Okay? The story of Janet Collins. Okay. This is the girl who danced in the breeze to the swoosh, swoosh, swoosh of towering trees. These are the costumes her dear mama made. Costumes for lessons. That's how they paid. These are the point shoes, shiny and pink. Small, quick steps. Plink, plink, plink. This is the audience, lined up in rows, cheering her on as she danced on her toes. This is the family that lifted her high, supporting her dreams right up to the sky. This is the back bend, low to the ground, while she practiced until it was perfectly round. This is the trio, 3 shades of brown, daredevil dancers, the talk of the town. This is the time, way back in the day, when dance schools turned black students away. This is the teacher who stood by her side, knees bending deep and arms open wide. This is the streetcar she rode in the dark to see ballerinas making their mark. This is the dancer who found her way in, but learned she would have to lighten her skin. This is the girl with the broken heart, but she bounced right back and made a new start. This is the dancer who kept going strong, bare feet flying to a Spanish song. This is the music, boom, 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 back and forth to the beat of a drum. This is the class, a welcoming place that focused on talent, regardless of race. This is the sweat that dripped from her skin when she practiced alone again and again. This is the dancer who went back for more when her tender toes ached and her muscles felt sore. This is the body, expressions so real, gestures and movements that made people feel. This is the man who saw her perform and knew she would take the world by storm. Here she is. This is the dancer, bold like the sun, a prima ballerina in 1951. And that's the end. Okay? It says, author's note. As a young child, I took ballet at the Jones Haywood Dance Studio in Washington, D.C., which was founded in 1941 to give African American children a chance to study ballet at a time when opportunities were limited. I loved getting dressed up in costume and performing in recitals. Many years later, when my son went off to college, I began taking ballet as an adult. This experience brought back fond memories of my mother taking me to ballet lessons on Saturday mornings. It also led me on a path of researching black ballerinas and ultimately discovering the amazing life of Janet Collins, who this book is about. I set out to write a lyrical tribute to Janet's life. And that was a lyrical tribute because I heard many rhymes in this story. Just want to point a couple out. like this. This is the teacher who stood by her side, knees bending deep and arms open wide. If you hear side and wide, that's the rhyme there. And here's another. This is the time way back in the day when dance schools turned black students away, day away. So it's almost like poetry, this book. So what I'd like you to think about and maybe respond in your video is, what would you like to do? What kind of lessons might you like to take someday? Or do you have any dreams of maybe being a dancer, doing ballet, or playing an instrument, or anything like that? It could be anything. So just let me know.